All right, let's get started. So I'm actually going to start with the graded slabs because I was most intrigued by them. So I already looked at a few and found the problems. Okay, so you wrote crack to try for a 9.5. I would not. If you watch that teapot video, you'll know that this card is very sensitive to different grades by all companies, and it's because the cut. There's a lot of min size and oversize, and right when I saw this card, it looked, because I've handled them so much, this card looks big, extra big to me, and I did compare it to another card, and you can too. It is bigger. It's just bigger. So, to be honest, I don't know if you graded this yourself or not, but be thankful that Beckett graded it, and it graded a 9. And all the subgrades are 9, so it should make it sell a little better. I would not crack it and try with PSA at all, or any other company. I would keep it in this slab as a mint 9. Also, the centering looks a little heavy on the top than the bottom. You're going to look at this gap right here compared to here. So it's a little heavy, meaning PSA wouldn't give it a 10. And plus, I don't even think they'd grade it. They would just say it was min size, meaning too big, actually, on this particular card. So, but it's nice. There's all the hologram's full, and the back looks pretty good. So it's a clean copy. Just keep it as is. All right. Okay, next we have that Otani. He's a crack to attempt to a PSA 10. I already took a look, and I'm going to give you, I'm always straightforward, a big fat no. It will not get a PSA 10. Keep it as is. 9.5 is a really solid grade for this particular card, and it's because of the centering. There's no doubt this card has pretty good quality control in terms of surface scratches and corners and all that kind of stuff. So there's nothing wrong with it other than the centering. But if you look, it's way too thin on the top compared to the bottom. You know my trick. Flip it this way, you can really see it. See that? So this 100% would never get a PSA 10. It would probably most likely just be a 9. So in a 9.5, I would just keep it in a 9.5. And the back looks good. And maybe a touch on this bottom right, but the issue is the centering. So definitely don't crack this out. Just sell it as is on the Otani. Okay, we have the Aaron Judge. I love this card because it's almost like a color match that just pops with that Yankees in the black. I just love it. So this card has had a ride for sure. It looks like what you are missing. So let's see what we got. I feel like I even took a look at this. I wonder what I graded it. Okay, so the front looks good, and I like the centering. The centering is near 50-50. It's just incredible, and then the edges and the corners are clean. I don't see much going on with the surface. The front looks good. I did look at this a little bit earlier, and I think I found the problem. The top two corners look good, but the issues are these bottom two corners. I'm going to see if we can really get it to pop there. Okay, so this bottom right back corner, there's a little lip. There's a ding to it, complete ding right there. That is enough for a PSA 8 for sure. And then this corner, do you see how it kind of bends down a little bit? I'm not a fan of that. It just bends down. I'm not sure why. But that corner I'm not as concerned about. And what you can also do is kind of flatten out and put this in a book or on books on top, stuff like that. But this corner, you've seen me do it before, kind of massage with your nail right there, through there. Maybe I'll text you about something with this card. But that is the issue right there, and that's why it's getting an 8. To be honest, BGS, they've been doing a lot of this evidence of trimming stuff or non-authentic. It's all BS. I don't know why they're doing that lately, so don't take any stock in what BGS thought. But CGC was a complete undergrade in a 7. That's insane to me. There's nothing else wrong. So yeah, I think this is an 8 as is. But yeah, that corner maybe can be helped a little bit. Okay, that's my thoughts on the Judge. So feel free to crack this one out anytime you want. There's no way it should be a CGC7. Crack this out for sure right away and give it another shot with PSA. Okay, this is one of my favorite cards. I forget if I told you, but I bought this one in a PSA 10. It's a beautiful card. You had it in a BGS 9. BGS. And you were wondering why CGC give us 7.5. Okay. So the front is just magnificent. It's 50-50. It's perfect. Usually this card is a little thinner on the top than the bottom, but it's great looking. The issue is not on the front. I did find the issue earlier today when I was looking real quick. Okay, yeah, you can pick it up. Okay, so it's this vertical line all through here. So this is done in the factory. It's like a printer roller line. I've seen these. Do you see it? It actually goes all the way down to about right here. See if I can get it. Yeah, you can really see it. Look at that. And I am filming this in 4K. Last time I did not. Oh, it does go all the way down. So you're better able to see the flaws and everything. But uploading a 4K video this large is going to take forever. So maybe I will just split this up. You're going to have 2 parts. Okay, so back on topic. The corners, everything are good. But that's enough to bring you to a 7. I am honestly, hindsight, you know, it's rough. I wish it was still in that BGS 9. I can't believe Beckett gave it a 9, to be honest. It was lucky to grade a 9, and I think it's in a more correct grade now. I would give it a 7 or 7.5. So yeah, unfortunate there. That is the issue. Okay, still a really cool card. All right, we're going to start with some Star Wars. I'm excited to see what we got. So I'm looking at the centering, and I always look at that kind of logo right there. And the centering is pretty solid. That's not going to be an issue. Where did my little... here's another one. Microfiber. Okay, so far the surface, the only thing I'm worried about is like right in here. Do you see? Kind of like on his breastplate right there. And a little bit down below. These Star Wars cards always have quality control issues. And I've noticed that Disney does too. It's crazy. But this one's not bad. Not bad at all. See a little bit of a... it could just be the texture. Do you see what I'm talking about right here? But I'm going to say it's just the texture. The back 2 corners look solid. No white showing. The top 2 corners look good. I don't see any micro dimples or anything to the surface, which is nice. Yeah, nothing major. I think this is somewhere in between a 9 and a 10. I'm going to put it at a 9.5 just because of this little issue going on right here. Other than that, I think the back is just part of the texture of the card. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, make sure I didn't miss anything, but I don't see any dings or edge wear or anything. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put it at a 9.5 on this one. Next up, we have another Star Wars. I'm actually unfamiliar with this character. Okay. So, I like that centering again. Centering aren't the issues with these Star Wars cards. It's always like a surface problem. I just saw a little bit of a smudge right there. I think it will come off. Mostly. A little bit there, but it's not that big a deal. I don't think that's going to hurt you. Okay, so numbered at a 199. A little smudge down low too. Came off perfect. Okay, corners are nice and sharp. Edges are there. Centering's there. The front. It's got one little mark right here. But again, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the Mandalorian card, you know? Well, it helped it, didn't it? Good. Okay, I'm less worried about that now. I think you're still kind of on... yeah, this one's got a corner ding. You see that? So bottom left corner ding. I wouldn't grade this one. You might be able to smooth it out just a little bit, you know? The top two corners are good. The surface, I'm not too worried about. There's like an indent here, but that's, flip it over, you'll see what it is. Well, what? That's crazy. I thought there may be like a symbol or logo, but no. Do you see that? There. Look at all that. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I saw that. That's going to hurt you, at least down to like a 7 or 7.5 in combination with that ding. So definitely don't grade this card, okay? Front surface looks good though. But yeah, I don't like that surface. Weird. Okay. Next card. Okay, we have a Skeleton Crew. I actually watched part of that season with my kids, and it started off strong, but it did not finish well, I thought. My kids lost interest. But anyway, let's look at this card. Got Jude Law right there. Centering's there. Look at this, right here to here. This logo looks great. I don't see any of those weird surface dimples or wear, which is nice. Corners are good. Edges are there. I see a printing line right through there. See that? That's a fairly significant one. A little worried about that one. So, definite surface printing line. Ooh, see that? I'm telling you, these Star Wars cards are tough sometimes. Look at that. That's not good at all. That's going to bump you to another like 7.5. So don't grade these so far. Let's try to get a 10 on one of these Star Wars, though. Other than that, these corners look good. There's no other issues with the surface. It's just that one. Big flaw there. In combination with this, this is right around a 7.5 too. Yes, do not grade it. Okay. All right, let's get a 10 on one of these. I really want to. We got Yoda. Let's use the Force. Oh, man. So this is a pretty big band print line. It's not supposed to be there all through here. So horizontal. That thick of one, it knocks you to a PSA 8 automatically. Other than that, this doesn't look like it's part of the design. It looks like a smudge. No, never mind. Wow, didn't that really look like a smudge? That's actually part of the design. That's crazy. Little mark here, but nothing's going to be worse than that band right there. Unless we flip it over. There's a huge surface mark. There, there it is. Dang, wherever you're buying your Star Wars cards, don't buy from them again. Big line here. This looks like a factory defect. Big line here, big indent. Back corners are nice though, and the edges are clean. There's no other marks. Front corner's good. So I don't like that mark right there, and I don't like that refractor band, and I don't like that mark right there. So all of this brings it to, I'm gonna give this one more of a 7 because I just don't like this one right here. This marks. Okay. Let's hope for a 10 on this next one. It's a Boba Fett. All right, Boba Fett. Let's get this 10. Come on. Ooh, good start. Good start. My dog wants in. Let me grade Boba Fett first. Come on. Why won't that come off? It must be excess. Got it. All right, surface looks good. And the centering's there. Look at that. Left to right. Boom. I love it. And look at the surface. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing much at all. A little mark right there, but not big. You're okay. I still think you're a 10 range. Corners nice and sharp. Edges are there. Come on back. Close. Okay. Surface, I like the surface. There's a little kind of mark right here, but not, again, it's kind of the texture of the card with these Star Wars. The corners are nice. I don't see any issues. I'm worried about this edge ding right here. Just a little bit. Ooh, working my magic. Hold on. Getting better. I think we're almost there. It's almost there. It's pretty good. Overall. Okay. Boom. It's close. You can kind of smooth it more if you like. But that's your only issue with this card. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 10. Because we're close. It's probably more like a 9.5, but I'm gonna push it to a 10. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything, but I didn't. There you go. All right, we have a cool Cassian Andor card. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm starting to feel sick. My kids have been sick the last 2 days, and I thought I could fight it, but I'm starting to feel it right now. Okay, centering. Centering's there. Here to here. Here to here. I like it. There to there. Again, this always looks like debris to me, but it is part of the design. I'm not seeing much. I see a little, it's almost like a little speckle coming off of the stock, but nothing big. And there's no indents, and the corners look good. It's always just like one little thing, you know? It's ridiculous. Right there. And that's not your fault. It's just like how they come out of the pack, the printer. No other damage. The surface looks good. The corners are nice. It's just that surface dimple. I don't like that. I don't like that one at all. For some reason, it really stands out, but I think I'm going to put you at a 9 because of that in combination with those little specks right here. Not a huge fan of, but overall, pretty nice card. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a 9. I mean, you could get like a 9.5. I think it's a CGC 9.5, but... or like a SGC 9.5. Okay, there you go. All right, we have a thick card. Alec Pierce. Honestly, I don't have high hopes because it's such a thick card. But let's hope. All right. So the front is there, isn't it? I'm impressed. The centering, I think, is pretty solid. I would look here to here, and this gap with this gap, and maybe a little thinner on the left than the right, but not bad at all. So centering isn't an issue. Surface looks pretty solid for a thick card, and the corners look solid for the thick card. The only surface flaw I see is a little kind of diagonal surface scratch. Yeah, it's just right there, but it's nothing major. I think you're still at around like a 9.5 so far. The auto's nice and bold. That's pretty clear. That's a 10 auto, which is nice. With thicker cards, you got to look at more of this edge. And it looks good. The back, I'm concerned about a few things. It's very common for thick card backs to be a problem. So you have a touch on top right. Bottom two corners are okay. The surface, you have a dimple right here. But this corner is the one I'm worried about because you have what's called like the back film uplift a little bit. I find they hammer that a little more. So, and you can't really fix that. So top left, corner issues, a little slight edge ding. No, overall, it's a pretty nice copy, though. I mean, for a thick card. When I grade thick cards, I can take all of this into account, you know? I think it's somewhere between 8.5 and a 9. I think I'm at an 8.5 just because of that top left, unfortunately. I think it's a clear 8 with PSA. Okay. All right, we have a Garrett Cole and Aaron Judge. Cool card. All right, I'll be a little more optimistic with this thicker card, but it's not looking good. Okay, so, I can't hide my feelings. Okay, so look at all of these dimples, and it's right on Aaron Judge. At least be on Garrett Cole, but no, it's all through here, unfortunately. And then you have the dreaded window crease. It's a mild one, but it's there. It's bad. As for the corners, you also have wear on almost all of them because it's the green that contrasts with the white. So you got right there, little one there, and a little one top right too. So you're already looking at more like a 7. I wouldn't grade this card. Top left, right there, corner wear, and then bottom left, corner wear. These two corners aren't that bad. Maybe a little touch in this bottom right. There's no major creases or indents to the surface, which is nice, and the edges look good. I think I'm more towards like a 6 or a 6.5 because of that. That's really bugging me. And this, so okay. Yeah, don't grade this one. Cool card though. All right, let's do some more fun stuff before I get into the soccer. Let's do some Pokemon. Easy breezy. Let's get some 10s. Lot less problems than sports cards. So, I really love the centering on this one on the Mega Charizard. Phantasmal Flames for sure. So, corners, edges, everything's great. And look at that centering, top to bottom, left to right, perfect. Not seeing any flaws. And I already know that quality control is great on the back of these Mega Evolution era cards. Look at that. Centered. Not one white showing, anything. No indents, nothing. Clear cut. No wonder they grade these so fast. 10. Through and through. Don't see an issue. That's debris. Boom. 10. All right, we got a Carbink. I actually haven't seen this card yet. It is an Ascended Hero, so I'm glad you got your hand on some. I opened one ETB of it. I haven't found it for MSRP, but I found it at GameStop and paid like $90 for it with some discounts. I didn't pull anything, but it was fun opening it. So this one, I'm worried about the centering. Surface is there, corners are there. I don't see much foil chipping or anything like that, but if you look, it's that tilt cut centering I don't like. Top is pretty solid, but then you get to the bottom here, and it's very thin on the right compared to the left. You flip it that way, you'll really be able to see it. So you're at like a 9 on this card, and I probably wouldn't grade it if it's going to get a 9. The back is great, though. It's very nice. I might put you at a 9.5, but with PSA, you're going to get a 9. Yeah, the back's perfect. Not one touch of white. Centered. So I'm going to put you at 9.5, but if you're going for a PSA 10, then you're not going to get it on this one. All right, we have an EX also out of Ascended Heroes. Very nice. Top to bottom centering's there. Left to right centering's there too. Maybe slightly thinner on the right but on the left, but nothing big. I like the eye, the way it pops. Corners are nice and sharp and clean. The back, whoa, weird. The back actually has an issue. Top right, edge. You have an edge. Weird. Yeah, it does kind of stick out a little bit. Do you see that on the front? Just a little bit. But it still has that. Yeah. That's going to hurt you, actually. So I wouldn't grade this at $25 a pop anyway. You shouldn't grade an EX anyway. Because even if this got a 10, I bet it sells for $30. So, but I'm going to put you at just a 9, I guess, with that. Don't grade this one for sure. No other flaws to it. Okay, I think this is, you must have got Ascended Heroes ETB2. I think this is the promo for it, because I have one too. And wow, perfect. A lot of the promos and the ETBs are always off-centered, but this one I like. It's slightly thinner on the right than the left, but nothing major. Like, I still think your 10 range looks at least 55-45 to me. Surface looks great. Edges look good and corners look good. So the front's a 10. Just hope for no white showing on the back. Ugh. Dang it. We were so close. Got a little bit of surface wear on this top edge, but the issue is bottom left. You have a touch right here and a touch right here. Top two corners look good. And you have a little bit of an edge nick right here. I'm going to put you at a 9.5, but that right there is enough to get you a PSA 9, unfortunately. Other than that, the surface looks good. I don't see any indents or anything weird, so I'm going to put you at a 9.5, but I think PSA will give you a 9 because of that. Beautiful card, though. All right, we got to make a Charizard. EX. I can already tell the top to bottom's a little off, I think. Yeah, that's unfortunate there. So left to right is great. That's perfect centering. It's what you want to see, but look how thin this top is compared to the bottom. If you look at it this way, you can really see how thin it is right here compared to there. You're in a 9 range. You can't get a 10. They could even push you to an 8 range, but I think they'll be grading so fast and quickly. As long as the back looks good, yeah, they'll just shoot you a 9. The back looks great. There's not one white showing, no edge wear, no indents, nothing like that. Yeah, this is a 9 copy because of the centering. Okay, a 9 on this one. All right, another Charizard. This one I can already tell looks top to bottom centering's there. I really want to give you 10s, especially on Pokemon. But I'm worried about that left to right centering. So see how thin it is right here compared to here? The Pokemon cards, the newer ones, pretty much the graders are just going to look at the centering in those back, if there's any white showing in the back. You know, those are the two things, and they hit them hard if there's a flaw to them. So, but if not, they move along quickly and give a good grades. Not one white showing, edges great, the back's a 10, but that centering is a 9. So they're just going to shoot you a 9 and be done with it. You know, I don't see any other flaws, but yeah, bottom left right centering, 9 on the Charizard. Okay. All right, let's get into some soccer. All right. Estavo. Maybe. Something like that. And thank you for writing notes. I'm excited to read them and learn. I'm always trying to soak knowledge up, even the sports I should be doing, you know, like I need to be doing more hockey and soccer. So, okay, let's look at the front. Centering's there. I'm looking at this gap, this gap, this gap, this gap. I like the centering a lot. People might think they're surface scratches, but it's just the design. It looks great. I don't see much, like a little bit of debris. Came off fine. A little bit of a corner uplifting. See that? Just a ding, like a slight ding, but no white showing, which is nice. Bottom right corner looks nice. It looks great. So you're in between 9 and 10. I see a little bit of surface wear right here. And the bottom two corners look nice. Top left has a little touch. See that? I don't think you're going to get a PSA 10. I think this is a solid PSA 9 copy. This corner looks okay from the back. Just a slight uplifting. But because of this wear, a little bit of wear right here. And I don't recommend using these cases, the magnetics, especially directly. I just wouldn't use these at all. Take them out as soon as you get them, because I think this kind of wear you see is because of being directly up against the glass and rubbing every once in a while, and I think that's the issue with that. But I still think you're at like a 9.5 in my opinion on this card. So 9.5 on this one. All right, this one I'm not sure if you want me to crack the seal, so I'm actually going to hold it. I'm not going to crack it. I should. It's a new card, so there's not going to be many hiding flaws that I can't see even within the case, so I'm going to go for it. Centering's there. It looks like it's off left or right, but I think you're looking at here to here, here to here. And it's actually looking pretty good. And then here to here. Hopefully, yes. And then here to here, here to here. Okay, centering's there. It just takes me a second. The corners are great. I don't see any touches at all. I don't know why they put the card in like this, though. It's annoying. Look at, they flipped it. This looks great. I don't see any problems with the surface. Top right, maybe the slightest of touches. But I still think you're a 10. I feel good about this card. I'm going to give you a 10 with an asterisk. Meaning I can't be fully certain, but it looks good. Okay, 10 on this one. All right, we have some more Estavo, and I will learn about Estavo because you helped me. Wow, number 1 or 2 prospect in the world. You must be pretty good. That's crazy. Okay, out of 70. Wow, gorgeous card. Look at the centering. Perfect, 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 perfect. Not one flaw to this card. The corner is sharp, perfect. Yes, this one's a clear-cut 10. The only flaw is this right here, that little mark. Other than that, the edges are clean. Make sure I not miss anything being too quick, but it looks great. A little debris on the edge. Yeah, it looks good. I'm confident in this card. 10, clear cut. I think you grade it. All right, some more Estavo. Let's get some more 10s. Okay. As I'm looking at him reading his facts, too. It's kind of fun. All right. Wow. You're having good luck. Where'd you buy these? Keep buying from this person. Look at the centering's great. Not one surface scratch or anything. No roller marks, anything. The corner's great. Edges. No weird indents. The back is a light color, which is good, so you're not going to get any wet. Wow. See a little bit of an... Nah, it's not much. Little edge nick there, but it's flawless. Another beautiful copy. Easy, clear-cut 10. The back is centered. This is like grading a Pokemon card. This is so easy. 10. Clear-cut 10 on this one. All right, we have a new soccer player, Desiree. He's a prospect, Rookie of the Year, FIFA Club Best Young Player. Okay, so he's got a lot of up-and-coming talent. Wow, these soccer cards are clean. Look at that centering. 50-50. Left to right looks great. Top to bottom looks great. No surface marks or whatsoever. I don't see any print lines. There's no issues. Maybe a smudge. Like a finger smudge, and then that's it. Yeah, that wiped right off. So you're golden. Perfect. That's 3 in a row, right? Okay, hold my horses. I was getting ahead of myself. I don't like this. See that? It's a little too much. I know it could just be the texture, but that one's too much. So you're not going to get a 10 on this one. The back 2 corners are great, and the top 2 corners are great, and the edges, everything's there. That's just the numbering from the front, but this, I just don't like it. You can really feel it, too. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put you at a 8.5 or 9 on this one. Probably an 8.5. It just... I wouldn't grade this as too risky. The front's so perfect, though. I mean... Yeah. I'm going to put you at an 8.5 just to be safe, okay? Okay. All right, we have a Vinny Jr. Plays for Real Madrid, so a big team. 2024 best FIFA men's player. 100th goal scored for Real Madrid. Wow. He looks pretty young, too. Okay, let's look at left to right centering's there. Top to bottom. Top to bottom, I think is okay, but I'm going to double check just to make sure, because the reference point's a little off. If I'm looking here to here to here, it might be a little thin on the bottom, but I'll double check. Little debris and excess. You got one of these print line indents. I see them sometimes. Just a little one right there. Other than that, the front surface looks good. Corners are there. And the back surface looks good, too. I'm not seeing anything weird. And the corners are pretty solid. It's just that little mark right there in combination with possible off-center top to bottom. But I'll double-check on that. So you're either looking at like a 9 or a 9.5 in my eyes. Okay. All right, the next Vinny. I like the look of this. The design is like a 1994 finest baseball design. Okay, left to right's there. And top to bottom's there. Here to here, here to here. No refractor lines or anything like that. That's already part of the design. But a little slight dimple right there, but nothing major. Little debris wiped down fine. No indents or nothing weird. I'm not seeing anything strange. Little mark here came off. Beautiful card. The back. Oh, it's numbered at 35. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look at that. That's brutal. Ugh, I'm sorry. I really thought this one was going to be a 10. I really want you to get 10s. But yeah, that's rough. I'd like to know where you're buying these. Because it should be disclosed if you're buying these at card shows, you know. Online, I can see people just hiding that. Because, look, you can't even see it from this angle. Boom. Corners are okay. Back centering's there. No other indents, but that's a major issue. I'm going to 6.5 or 7. Front's there. I got to wipe it down a little more. Okay, yeah. It's probably around a 6.5. I'm going to put you at 6.5. I think PSA will give you a 6. Okay. Okay, we have a Robert. Yeah, we were talking about him. I'm glad you invested a little bit in him. I hope he gets off to a great start for you. I haven't seen what he's been doing in spring training so far. I hope he's doing good. Come on, debris. Just debris, nothing major. It looks clean, doesn't it? So centering's there. I like the centering a lot. The auto is a on-card beautiful 10. I like this investment. I like this card he picked out of Robert for sure. And not to mention, it's really sharp. Corners are 10. Edges are 10. Centering's great. Okay, back. Come on. Oh, amazing. All right, this is a clear-cut 10. You grade this card. Top corners look good. Bottom corner's good. Surface texture's there. Nothing weird. Edges look good. I don't want to handle it too much. It is a clear 10. Yeah. Okay, 10 on this one. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more, and then I'm going to take a break for the day. My eyes are getting kind of fuzzy, and like I said, I'm starting to feel sick a little bit. Nothing major. Okay. So, Walk Off Water. Cool card. Now we're at a 50. While I flipped it over, might as well look at the back. No surface indents or scratches or anything like that. I just saw a little slight rounding to this top left over here, but all the other corners look good. Nothing major. Edges look great. No indents. Back looks like a 10. Centering, I just love the centering. You're looking at here to here and here to here. Looks great. The edges are there. Corners are there. Nice and sharp. I'm slightly worried about one thing. Okay. So it's tricky to see sometimes because sometimes these print lines line up with the edge. So it lined up perfectly with that edge, but that's a pretty big one right there through here. See that? So unfortunately, it's enough to get you a 9. I think SGC Beckett might let the 9.5 slip, but I think it's a 9 because of that. I'm probably going to put you a 9.5 just because it's not as noticeable as other ones, but no indents, nothing weird. I think this is a solid 9.5 card, but PSA will give it a 9. Okay, we have a Yankees team card. Judge looking all happy. Good, I don't see a printing refractor line on this one. Okay, centering, I like the centering from this angle better. And left to right's a little thinner left than the right, but 55-45, you're still good. Corners are nice and sharp. Edges are there. Surface, perfect. Look at that. Not one anything. Indent, scratch. Okay, let's flip it over the back. And it's 25 out of 25. Yes, you know I love bookends. Beautiful card. I see a little bump on this. Just a slight one. I think just a gentle nudge, and it's totally fine. Yeah. All right, you're good. This is a 10. I think this is a pretty clear 10. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Surface looks great. Beautiful card. 10 on this one. Good way to end it for the day. All right.